Okay, and I'm back. Or for those of you watching on Twitch, I've stopped messing around with just staring at focus trees. So I apologize if it was a while. For those of you on Twitch, one of the things about long COVID is I sometimes process stuff more slowly, and that does include looking at the new information here and trying to figure it all out. Even the Luftwaffe tree is a doozy here if you look at it. There's experimental rotorcraft, which Falk Angus. There's the Nickenbein system of radio navigation, which helps with radar tech, and then expands Fokker-Wulf. The Aeronautical Research Institute, yada, yada, yada. The point is, there's a lot. So, even figuring out which MIOs to prioritize, which aren't necessarily going to be the same ones. For instance, Junkers gets upgraded by this. This upgrades multi-role. This upgrades Messerschmitt. So, what do I want to run? An HE-111. In the past, I might have said Fokker-Wulf, Dornier. No, it's probably this one because it gets upgraded fairly quickly. Although we'd have to take the medium aircraft route, but not enough guns, never enough guns. That's just awesome in itself. Blum and Vosh works with them. That's the, isn't that the naval designer? Yeah, it is. So you see, there's a bit to work through here. Yeah, that's the rating fleet designer. It's kind of, yeah, hamburger Volkswagen. You can choose if you want to apply it to any of a number of different companies, but you can only do it for one. The integrated aerodynamic. Like people have said, it's a doozy. The things you can do. This company is a jet bomber innovator, which is interesting. I'm thinking more long term. So later World War II here. Let's get some music going as well. Now, I know the meta is CAS, stuff like these, you know, cheap, effective, gets the job done. When on CAS missions, 14 air defense, but take a look at stuff like this now is more air defense, so it costs so much more. That would not justify it, because if you compare the price, this is 23. This is 52. Wait, there's DO-17 still available? That's interesting. Isn't that outdated? I guess they updated so it's no longer an interwar design. HS-123s? Really? Some of this is interesting. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. Junker 87 may seem great. It's got some nice features. But if anyone has studied the mechanisms of how ground support missions work, you can only have up to 3 times the engaged division width. It eventually saturates out. So medium bombers can potentially do more. They can hit twice as hard already. And that's if I don't create a version that has small bomb bays, which are better. More expensive. But they hit harder, or additional bomb locks. In fact, yeah, I'm going to create a modernized version of the HE111 as soon as I get the air experience, probably. And hope I'm not screwing things up. This is not to say Junkers aren't good, but the limited range is a problem. If you find one of the wings that's snowing in eastern Germany, interesting. Transports Ju-86. There've got to be some casts already built and deployed. Oh, come on. Well, anyways, I can probably find some small airframes. This is inner war, so its range is over 400, but you can see it's not insane range. The range on this is 550 kilometers. A lot of air zones, you're not going to be able to cover everything, such as pushing into Poland, say if they go fascist, because they could in this all history. Get rid of fascism in Germany, and boom, there it is in Poland. Oh yeah, I haven't even saved this one, so just for the heck of that. Anyways, I'm gonna have to import rubber anyways, so might as well invest a bit. Need fighters though to protect the tactical bombers, and I will be going dive bombers eventually, and I'll be taking the focus for it. It's just early on, dive bombers don't shine so great. They require some technological innovations to really blow up their potential as they historically did. So, and trucks never go obsolete. Trucks are always useful. Some rubber imports. Could do it from France. But or the British or the Dutch. Probably Sam. Because British Malaysia, East Indies, they can become, I don't know what's going to happen with their alignment. Actually, the Netherlands, one of the fun things is it doesn't account for all histories. It never accounts for all histories. So if I pressure them too much, they cave to me, even if I'm no longer fascist, and they go fascist. Balancing the British in trade neutrality gives them a chance at going communist or monarchist, so that might be better. And you can see Gateway to Europe, it's already available. balance that. I don't ban parties of any sort. It's usually not a good use of political power. Let's remove that. Reports take a day to start kick in here. Artillery. Artillery you can think of as not going obsolete quite as early as infantry equipment, because a division with some extra even tier 1 artillery is going to usually be an upgrade to have extra obsolete artillery versus just infantry with infantry equipment too. It's more expensive, but it's got a lot of utility for adding soft attack to infantry, which you lose organization means close battle you might lose, but the point is to trade off more cost effectively with enemy divisions and win battles with fewer casualties, as opposed to throwing bodies at things. Support equipment also never really goes obsolete. So with that, I've got my military factories assigned. I have to choose a special project. This requires super heavy howitzers, super heavy railway guns, stronghold networks. I would bet just to be able to get level 10 land forts, which is kind of, the Maginot already exists in this era. It's kind of silly you can't just replicate that level fort. But these projects have benefits even beyond just what they give. You can get events during them. They can give you army experience and stuff. Armored support in engineering vehicles. That's new. I don't know how effective it is, but between that and flamethrower tanks, I have no idea which of these is a better choice. Flamethrowers are good for urban warfare, so they could be useful in driving the Nazis out of Berlin if they dig in there. Let's take a quick look at the research trees, though. Used to be the engineering 2 lot. Flame tanks, and I think that was removed entirely. Assault engineers, armored engineers, entrenchment, you have to do tech and this? Why would anyone do that? Weird. Alright. Well, anyways. This is new to me. It's new to everyone else. This requires follow-up research. This, I don't know if it requires follow-up research. I don't know what they did with flame tanks. Is it somewhere? Probably. Probably fine. Oh, I still can't make flame tanks even after. Doesn't even show this equipment that I can't equip. Yes, the Panzer II. Designed by Daimler-Benz, but produced by Henschel. It gets them cheaper, although it comes at the cost of armor and defense. They're not as fast as they could be. I guess flame tanks. It says this unlocks the technology, but where's the freaking technology? Must be around here somewhere. Now, what would be sensible for the armored... Oh, here we go. It's a 1941 tech. That's to unlock the advanced flamethrower, though, I see. But this does a lot of the basic flamethrowers. Okay. There we go. The armored companies are of questionable value unless you get hardness, or the unit stats of the tanks that you've designed somehow end up on the armored companies. So that will have to come later. I bet the devs didn't think it through, and it's probably just a thing that you can build that is more expensive and doesn't have any real added value. It's paradoxical to not fully think some things through, unfortunately. I'll gain more XP. So there we go. I had to click it twice or something. Interesting, I don't know. Flame tanks will have their uses eventually, I'm sure. I'm not so sure about the armored companies. They would be nice if they did, realistically, but... Okay, I don't tend to engage in naval warfare for a while. These guys pull supply, and more importantly, I can sell them. In fact, I can sell my whole darn Air Force if I want. It'll slow down the Civil War, but they will sell like hotcakes. So, hello, sweet, sweet money. I'm more interested in developing improved aircraft designs with this, not having an Air Force right this second, because Civil War can usually be won reasonably if you just do the ground troops well enough. And I want to have a strong economy down the line when warfare actually happens, so. Try and sell this stuff off at a high price. So let me build civilian factories, which will let me build more military factories a little bit further down the line. Which will in turn give me eventually a stronger economy. What else can I sell off? Prolonged Civil War is probably in my interest anyways. The AI gets the generic tree. It's Panzers. There's only 3? Yeah, and they could end up in the Nazi hands when the Civil War breaks down. In fact, I think they usually get 2 out of the 3. Interesting. Can I release puppets from my territory? Probably not. German Reich may not release constituent states. So this is for people who want to break up Germany after invading. The Rhenish Republic, where? Oh, the Rhine. It's interesting, is it if someone else gets involved in my Civil War, like Austria, it may be possible to puppet some of the states that flip Nazi. Of course, with their no focus tree, I don't think they can evolve the way they used to previously. There's a lot of stuff going on with other nations here. Alright. I'm sure some people are screaming about this, but the tank divisions, if you're not using them offensively, they're just expensive pieces of equipment that could be better replaced with other stuff. Plus, the bigger my army, the more threat the Nazis pose. Oop. Let's see. Not many hills and areas to be pushing into. There are some where I'm be defending. What templates do I start with? It's probably the same as ever. Yep. Looks like the Mountaineers, I'll let them gain experience in Civil War. Alright. I should have, though, tanks to sell off. 1 Panzer 1. That's it? 1. I thought by this point in history Germany still had a bunch of those left over. Oh, yeah, that was a new design. Designed by Daimler Benz. Must have redesigned it, said we can do better or something. Oh, that's a Panzer II. Of course, that's the one Panzer II. I'll add to that, I guess. It's going to be gathered in a single army now, because there's only 25 of them, which is only 1 over capacity. Now, I did look at the, I think I'm going to go communist here, because why the heck not? It's the new thing. It's got all sorts of love attached to it, and besides, I tend towards left-wing views in real life. I don't want a monarch in charge, and maybe can set a better example than the Stalinists historically did for what communism can achieve. Maybe. This is a game and it encourages you to be evil. Who do you retire? I forget, there's a Vikes and Kleist, so I don't want to train them up because they'll get retired. Kleist. Where's Kleist? Forget what he does. He's a harsh armor officer, okay. Harsh and armor officer don't really go together usually because you want your tanks to reorganize quickly after their fights. Organization is kind of one of the reasons you may use smaller armor divisions, even though it may be less coordinated because each division gets its own. Yeah, of course. I do the Luft, whatever, not Luft. If I do this, I believe it retires someone. Gunrain and Rommel versus you get some nice stuff here, but you get combined arms warfare, which is highly potent from the other option. You get a support troop, but it's probably competing with other stuff that's better. Attack entrenchment, motorized troops, so those are very good. Still, that's breakthrough for not just armor, even just breakthrough, which is useful always. And air superiority bonuses coordination. historical focus on tanks is still usually the right way to go. Anti-fall, no ring. Halder boom is available. Anyways, modern maneuver warfare. Army maneuver. This guy is only if you're fascist. Prussian artillery. Wait a second. Am I reading this right? He's an artillery specialist? Expert, that's unique. Next to planning is very nice. Still, that's only artillery divisions, which the division on attack and break through. Huh. Interesting. Normally I've always taken Halder, but if I am planning on focusing artillery, this guy's planning is nice for all divisions, and his artillery. Coordination is good, but so is battlefield support. Mission efficiency has never been that useful for anyone, though. But the air spray bonus in combat. It reduces enemy defense when you're attacking. Not that useful because you should have enough. It's more useful in defending, actually. Reduce enemy breakthrough. Which is also when you use lots of small divisions and have the most benefit from coordination. So combined arms warfare is useful actually on the defense. But this will get you entrenchment, and it'll get you planning. Stormtroopers, which might be great or might suck. Well, infantry is the backbone of any army. And artillery is often known as, the king of battle? Queen of battle is infantry. Forget that'll chant my ROTC days. Queen of battle, follow me. Infantry track helps when you're on the defense, actually. Moiser is now a company. What are they, a super heavy tank maker? I bet they are. Oh no, what am I saying? They make rifles. That's right. Well, so this helps you gain better rifles too. And artillery. And entrenchment and planning. And switching into the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. Especially when I've I may want some panzer leaders before I switch. Maneuver warfare is a pretty good spirit, it's true, but Yeah, hell with it. I always go grand battle plan anyways. I like the command power you get from the... It's with hiring new generals, especially useful if, for roleplay reasons, I want to replace some of the old Nazi ones. And some of them the game forces you to. I do want to get some Panzer officers later, though, so I might delay. We'll see. Okay. Wow. That changes things somewhat. Rinstadt. He's available as an advisor, but he only does regrouping. Recovery. Of course. Focusing on panzers does have the benefit of being able to take Rommel. Gotterdammerung, but I was probably going to take Uday anyways. I should play the game the way it interests me, not the way people tell me to. History has shown trench warfare never really fully died. In fact, it's back in force right now. If you look at certain wars going on. So, right. Or former. Used to be Kelsering was the best long-term prospect, but now I can get this guy. Here's superiority. And that thing that's labeled air superiority, not mission efficiency. Where is it? I think it's actually applied here. There we go. Yeah. That's effect on enemy divisions. It's the same thing that you get from combined arms warfare. Yeah, well, I'll figure out things later. Stat, old guard, brilliant strategist. I'm going to be entrenched pretty heavily. Is anyone even watching this? Just me. Where am I at for the recording length? Oh. Okay, I didn't get much done here either. YouTube. Sorry, this new DLC is a lot to take in, and so you're just listening to me talk mostly. Let's try and get something interesting done before I call the video shuts here. I'm going to be starting the German Civil War pretty soon. I'm just running a focus or two before. Alright, well, cautious synergizes with a prolonged approach to warfare. But infantry officers, pretty good. Alright, what's been... Oh, tiny little ant just... Where'd you go? On my computer screen. Don't need these buggers getting inside the electronics. Maybe already too late for that. Hmm. What is this guy? He's a grand battle plan expert. Oh, the rerun is the... That's where you get rid of anyone who disagrees with Hitler if you stay fascist. Interesting, and you lose your only field marshal from it. Well, not relevant to me. Thorough planner, that's a great trait for field marshal and defense doctrine. Here we go. There's even a commander as advisor discount with the Communist Spirit Academy if I switch into that and out of that later. If I go communist. Alright. We can probably count on stuff west of the river. What is this? Fallen or whatever? I forget if I control Hanover. Let's just create it. Let's put whatever divisions. Give them some planning bonuses. Here, if they include the marsh, then I'll regret it when people get sick. Cohesion, because I hate the AI constantly choosing for me when to rearrange the front. And yeah, they're not going to actually do that, but they'll just auto redeploy all the divisions. Those are very close to not to strategic redeploy, so I'll do it for them. Oh. Yeah, they should have enough time. Alright. Not canceling me for bills just yet. That would shoot my consumer goods factory factor through the roof. You can cancel these at any time, so what happens if you go the 4-year plan, autarky? I do wonder. Does that just prevent you from getting getting stuck with the economy of conquest? Oh yeah, you get a decision when you invade your first state. It's actually possible to go the autarky path, but it's a weaker economy in the long run, so. Gotta get some divisions in training here. They should shut up about that, sorry, because they don't have any air wings anymore. One of those minor benefits. That's what I did. Alright. I feel like this is... Did they change the song? I don't know. Just could never hear it very clearly without headphones. When I train, we'll just end up getting split with the Nazis. However, I do need... If I want to prolong civil war, I do need to be able to cover the full front. And any... I don't have the army experience. I could create a smaller division, but... These guys are all regulars, that's good. I can't train any kind of rear type divisions. Rear guards and guess I might as well save and get this started. They should shush about that soon. Not train new divisions yet. It's just what happens when I lose control here. The land warfare facility. Will that progress just be helping the other side? Possibly. Possibly. Progress. 7 months. Yeah. Oh well. I don't think I want to delay the Civil War that long. Yeah, what to the political advisors? Just out of curiosity. So I thought the reinstatement is, I think it's when you go monarchist and you get to all adults serve, you can bring back some of the Nazi leaders. And serve, because of course monarchists are pretty right wing. Write this, write that. The people who might still be useful later. He has to be freed from prison. I wonder how that happens. You can have this guy as a communist. Acceptance is irrelevant for most things to, or unless it's other people's acceptance of your diplomacy. I don't think so. I think that affects the AI. Doesn't look like I can do much with that. Well, I can do raids. I can do anti-democratic. Even if I want to do anti-communist, their support is too low to actually do yet. Prove base stability, basically. Of course, that might make the Civil War harder. Everywhere dam in Belgium? Some dam area can be bombed. Interesting. wonder if any of the AIs will go communist. Have any allies in trying to create hegemony that way. Solve what I can. What I can't will be used, of course. Always sell things for a high price. Try and turn the German economy around. The Reichswerke. Interesting. Steel. That might be useful in a future playthrough. I'm leaving myself rather vulnerable. Reliance on trade here. If, say, the UK goes opposing ideology. Say, fascist, I'm abandoning it. Sends an alliance with Italy. Is that liable to do then? Monarchist will ally with Germany. Interesting. It's kind of silly that requires Germany to be fascist. So if Germany is monarchist, then the two monarchies won't ally. Yeah. Excuse me. Fascists ally with Italy, and I didn't think there were some of these great. For instance, they'll do this, even if Germany is also communist. something to prevent it. Different interpretations of socialism, I guess. Anyways, I am going to start to get stuff going here, so I'm going to cut this YouTube stream here, and yeah, still be on Twitch.